Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation. Yay. Hello, everybody. It's me.
Stream Elements says, Scorpwana is now live. Streaming Star Trek Online, stormy weather, so pleasing, March 21st, 2022. Arcanoloth says, evening.
Evening, Governor. Evening, Governor. Evening. Evening. Ay, 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 ay. Oh my god, I just want to take a nap. Groggy. So groggy. How are you? And there goes somebody running. They will be running. How does this capture look? Da da da. Da da da. Da da da. Do 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 do. Da da da. He jumps. Jumps. Hey, jumps. Hey, jumps. Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation. Tama, look at my Tama. Come on, capture. There we go. Yay. Lag. Little bit of lag, just a little bit.
Arcanoloth says, started the process of gathering everything I need to get back into school. Waiting on a few applications now.
Cool. Applications for college? Or wow. Are you going to Harvard? Can I see Yale? Ugh. Stop and run.
Arcanoloth says, apps for community college, several sources of financial aid.
Ah. Community. That was a good show.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
Do you have a local community college that's not too far away there? Transport back. Okay, change. over to nothing, apparently. Damn it. We're talking dismemberment. Damn it.
Arcanoloth says, talked to someone at the 4-year uni here in town, and they assured me that the household income on the FAFSA is just referring to me personally once I'm over the age of 25. It's written for kids who always lived with their parents, but in your 30s you are independent.
Miss Independent.
Arcanoloth says, currently staying with family, and when I saw that line I said, whoa. Better ask someone about this before I perjure myself.
Yeah. Well, some kids can be independent even if they're not, you know, like way young. Some of us have to be, you know, when we're at home. I guess it is an independent thing. Damn it. Clear, classify, independent. Do your own
Arcanoloth
taxes and
says,
things.
our state has a Reconnect program. If you have some partial college credit but never finished your degree, they will pay for the associates.
Associate's degree.
Arcanoloth says, but it's last dollar, so they wanna see that you applied for everything else first and then they match whatever's left.
And didn't you say you already had some college before, or not? Or I forget.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, I had some credit.
Nice. Collage. College? Collegiate. Lulu wins.
Arcanoloth says, so, applied to community, applied for GI Bill and FAFSA, now to wait a few days for them to get back.
Cool. Well, hope you get what you need out of that. Get the right place or something, you know, something close. It's not too far of a commute or whatever.
Arcanoloth says, hoping I can get in for summer, maybe knock out a class or two, but not big deal. This is a marathon, not a sprint.
Eye of the tiger. Well, at least you're, you know, get up and go about it, you know, getting it done. That's pretty awesome.
Arcanoloth says, the community college has online stuff, I intend to take advantage of that. If not, they have a campus just up the road.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, do as much as you can just at home. Strike out
Arcanoloth says, yeah, I've been SITTI9NG around doing nothing for a while and bored of that, so this gives me a problem to solve.
Jinkies. What a mystery. Dun, 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 dun. Well, it'll keep you active. Inactivity is like the devil's playground or whatever. brain kind of rots away. It needs input. It needs things to communicate with the world with. It needs these damn swarmers to go away.
Arcanoloth says, the goal is to harvest that reconnect money for the associates, transfer to 4-year and then burn down GI Bill and any other scholarships I can get as a low-income combat veteran. Arcanoloth says, yeah, absolutely.
That's why sometimes it's good to have like something to go to do, other than just nothing. Unless you kind of try to create stuff to keep it going through the rhythm of life. Start noticing strange things, have weird thoughts whenever you're not busy. At least I do. Get cabin fever. Disco fever. Oh God, to give you a better sleeping pattern. Shit. Planned on going to sleep last night early, but I kept doing stuff, and I found Star Trek: The Next Generation on this Pluto TV on the Roku, and I watched a few episodes of that. And
Arcanoloth says, just been talking to a lot of people about my interests, and it's not totally unheard of for someone to grind leet code / hacker rank and get some code bootcamp or startup job with no degree, but it's hard mode. You will earn less because most companies won't hire you, so the ones that will are looking for a deal, and it limits you mid-career from management roles.
well, you said you're still in your 30s, so that's a good, step forward. It's better than being like
Arcanoloth says,
too old to do
so
anything.
long term it's a good idea, and my GI Bill expires in 2025, so time to move.
Here's the story.
Arcanoloth says, yup, looking to finish by 40.
$40,000. 40. Start up a company. Invest. That's some ambition. I never had ambition to do shit. Barely have ambition to work now.
Arcanoloth says, being 40 years old in America with a bachelor's is not the worst thing in the world.
With a bachelor's degree. Or hanging with bachelors. I can't count the reasons I should stay.
Arcanoloth says, same here, I don't want to work at Goodwill or Nissan for the rest of my life.
One by one, they all just
Arcanoloth
fade
says,
away.
I mean, not production / customer service no.
Yeah, you can. A person can only take being nice to people in real life, as a customer type worker like connection until it just starts getting crazy. I hear that prisons now have free room and board though. If you ever just snap at a person working. What is that? Tellarite? Not now. Holy cow.
Arcanoloth says, you need to feel like you are helping others yet. Repetitive negative interactions grind you down.
That's so damn true. I've got like one day of this so-called vacation left, and that's tomorrow. And I don't feel like I've had a damn day off for some reason. It's like it's like nothing has really changed or happened. And I know what I'm going back to. And it just depresses the hell out of me. But you gotta put the smile on. You gotta pretend you care about going to work.
Arcanoloth says, friend of mine has been helping me through the process with the VA. He did his undergrad with his GI Bill. Grew up in the projects. Once told me the problem with the projects is you grouped all the people that make bad decisions in one place.
Ugh. So it kind of like makes everybody feel like they're worthless or something together, or what? Gives that outlook upon all the people there that, well, that it makes you feel like you're where you
Arcanoloth
belong,
says,
kind of thing.
yeah man. Sounds like my bro-in-law. He makes 6 figures but he hates his job. I'm like, what's the point if you drive to work hoping you die in an accident so you don't have to deal with it?
Don't think I hadn't thought about that. I need to get some gas. I'm at a gallon left in the tank.
Arcanoloth says, my friend was talking about people that make bad decisions in the context of what we call hood rat shit.
Hood rat shit. 3 things to fix. The so-called tracks area, across the tracks. Trailer park.
Arcanoloth says, they think a job is for suckers and are looking for a shortcut.
I just hate how, like, you know, if you want to make anything of yourself, and you can't just appreciate who you already kind of are and what you already are, because the world just runs off of who's got what and money and all that bullshit. Hey, it's Bob McKinley. He's back. Nice.
Arcanoloth says, and some people are not trying to skate but they are surrounded by people that do, and that demoralizes them. Everyone assumes you are one of them.
It's like people cheating systems and stuff. Well, yeah, that whole, like, you are who you run with situation. Like, if someone sees you with someone and they think of that other person as being lower class than you're supposed to be hanging with, they associate you with that kind of lifestyle, and that's who you are, kind of thing.
Arcanoloth says, makes it hard to get out when your support system is full of people that want you to stay there because you are reliable and they need you to bail them out of their schemes.
Yeah. Sheriff Bart. Dancing Voth. It's like some customers that come in expecting us to have to pay for stuff.
I'm always trying to do something productive with him and he gets random calls from extended family that needs him to come pick them up and drive them somewhere or fix their car or borrow money. If he needed help they would not pick up the phone.
That's sad. Screw the lightning. I hate people that are just like, they'll only come to you if they want something, you know, and instead of just saying, "Oh, hey, how have you been?" or whatever, you know. I've been around that all my life.
Arcanoloth says, energy vamps yet.
Energy vampires. My mom had a friend like that who only ever, whenever they were working at a young age, my mom and her friend, like at 16 or something, worked in some donut place in a local town. And whenever my mom's friend got or left the job, she only had like one waitress job after that, and then married into a man who provided for her the whole time, and then whenever she parted with that dude, she got another dude, and then never got another job. And she's like, this lady's like 60 something years old and hasn't really worked, and now she's going to be getting some anxiety check or whatever.
Arcanoloth says, sounds like my dad's mom. Went through men like I go through pants.
Damn.
Arcanoloth says, always had better things to do than deal with kids, so that messed my dad up in the head.
Mm.
Arcanoloth says, props why he does not trust other people and acts needy with his pets.
It's hard to trust others. It's a good thing I'm a judge, jury, and executioner.
Arcanoloth says, was obsessed with Saftiti when I was a kid, so I thought the entire world outside my neighborhood was going to rob me and kill me.
Wow. I never really thought much about
Arcanoloth says,
everything.
so I grew up thinking the entire world was boring cause nothing ever happened where I was, and that's how he liked it.
Yeah. So now you know that the world's not boring. There's something out there. Something to do. Things that are different. That little bubble. The protective bubble.
Arcanoloth says, oh yeah. I've seen the world outside my suburb, and it has thrills and chills, good and bad. Arcanoloth says, sure beats being bored LLTHE time.
Boredom leads to me sleeping. Which is today. Let's see. I went to bed at 6:30 a.m. this past morning. And I woke up, or I guess got out of bed at like 3 p.m. I had to run to town. And then came back and got
Arcanoloth
on
says,
Star Trek.
same.
And
Feels like I slept most of my youth away.
yeah. So you look in the mirror like, well, who the hell are you? What happened there? No, I got on my Gary the Klingon and done his endeavors today.
Arcanoloth
And took a
says,
nap.
not as strong as I want to be, but my body is low mileage.
Yeah. Did you say a clean bill of
Arcanoloth
health?
says, haha Rip Van Winkle.
I'd say I felt better before I went to work. Ever went to work or whatever. I actually had like an ambition.
Arcanoloth
a
says,
need.
Robin Williams with a beard yelling, what year is it?
What year is it? What year? Robin Williams with a beard. The Fisher King. Kind of situation. The look of that. Damn it. Okay, I gotta click that. or is it Tales from
Arcanoloth
Jumanji?
says, Jumanji, but yeah, Fisher King was legit.
Jumanji. I love Jumanji. The first one was the best. You know, the one with the rock and stuff like that. They should have just called it some other movie. I don't know. I don't really care much for that one. They took what was unique out of it and went to the land instead of it coming to the. And then you're like, okay, they're having a second one of these Jumanji movies. What do? Same damn thing they did the first time. Go into the game. I'd always wanted that. The
Arcanoloth
game
says,
itself.
I'm glad The Rock has a job, but yet updating a classic board game to be a video game is a yawn from me.
Yeah. It took the magic away from it. Like the cursed board game or whatever type
Arcanoloth
thing.
says, but it's a kid's film and I'm an adult, so I'm not the target and that's okay. Arcanoloth says, I can watch something like Raya and the Last Dragon with my nephews and enjoy the craftsmanship that went into it, but it is still a kid's film.
I think a lot of films out there can be for both, depending on, like, you know, what you like. If it's targeted toward kids, but adults might like it. I mean, like, for instance, when I watched the Addams Family animation movie, it I saw it and I thought, this is probably gonna be like crap or whatever, you know. No, I didn't watch it at that time, but I just saw like the cover of the DVD or whatever at work, and I was like, nah, you know. And to my surprise, it was actually pretty good. I actually liked it, and then they ended it with like the original Addams Family like theme, and them doing the stuff from the actual show from the '60s. So then I watched the second one and I liked it too. It's just all depends. Deep down, we're still kids. At least I am. I'm not. I'm not like mentally, I guess, an adult all the way. The Addams Family.
Get over here!
What's this button do? What the hell did you do that for? No. You don't have to subscribe, dude. It's a waste of money to subscribe to somebody's channel. I do appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. How did you subscribe that time? Oh, with Prime. Do you get it Prime once a month? Is that how that is? Like a subscription-y thing?
Arcanoloth says, just clawing back some of that cash my in-laws paid to Jeffy B yet.
There's some structure above you.
Arcanoloth says, so if you have Amazon Prime, you can sign in to Twitch and link with Amazon for free Twitch Prime. Arcanoloth says, they do not use Twitch so I stole it.
Nice. That's nice. Hey, finders keepers or whatever. Or however that goes. If you're not going to use it, you're going to lose it. Plus, it puts a nice little thing next to your name.
Arcanoloth says, I mean I asked first and they said yet I don't care.
They don't know the significance. Tomorrow's William Shatner's birthday. Yay. 91 for the old man. Oh crap, the toilet's starting to bubble up. I can hear it. Whenever it rains
Arcanoloth
here,
says,
toilet does
like
that.
they didn't know what Twitch was and if I explained it they'd say who would watch other people play games? Like that sounds like a huge waste of time.
Dude, yeah, a lot of people don't understand it. I mean, like, you know, when I was younger, have a friend over or whatever,
Arcanoloth
go to somebody's
says,
house and watch
they
them
are
play.
far too busy to play video games themselves.
Introduce them to the video game world. See what we see. Do what we do. And that was always like one of the fun things to do as a child. Go to like a local arcade or whatever and just watch people play video games. You know, and like, you know, I'd never be able to play. Like I'd watch people play Mortal Kombat and all that kind of stuff, and you know, they say, hey, you want to play? And like, go up against me. I'm like, no, I couldn't do that. I can't play shit. I just watch. I mean, that's one of the things, just watching people play stuff. Whenever I'd go to a friend's house or something like that, and he'd be playing like one of the Final Fantasies or something.
Arcanoloth says, they're just busy. They talk about all the fun they had playing games before their current job, and how much fun they'll have in retirement.
If we make it to the retirement and get retirement. Damn it. The thing always switches to local for some reason. We may not have retirement homes when we get retired. You know, like, dude, you know, like, what do you do? Like, if you don't have any family, you reach retirement age, but you don't have any money. Can you go into a nursing home? Just, you know, the state puts you in one, and who's going to pay for that shit, you know? Well, just give me that cardboard box. I'll go ahead and stay in it. Fine, I'll just respawn. My people didn't come out of the doors.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, I'm not counting on any pension being there for me. I plan on maxing my savings, living frugally, and after 10 years of that with the earning potential of a CS grad, I'm retired.
Damn, look at all these Voth. Like 5 of them already hovering down there. That's too early for them to be hovering. Oh, they've sent it back. Okay. That's why they're down there.
Arcanoloth says, not saying I plan to retire at 50, I just like the idea of not having to work when I go into a negotiation. You can ask for anything and if they don't like it, okay, I'm going home, I don't need this. Totally changes the tone when you have leverage.
Isn't it about like 65 the average age that people retire these days?
Arcanoloth says, working for fun is very different from working cause you don't want to be homeless.
True. That's why whatever I do to work now, I barely like use it for what I can. I mean, I use money for the basic needs. You paying bills with it. You're doing this, you know, like buying groceries, maybe buying something every once in a while to just, you know, have something.
Arcanoloth says, 65 is the target date for many people yet. but some people don't plan and they get to 65 and do not have the savings, so they have to keep working.
But I see people around me like spend. You know, like those like I work with, you know, they
Arcanoloth
just
says,
blow it and
they
go.
don't teach this in schools because they think it's complex, but it's really very simple.
So I kind of save what I don't use, you know, for everything as it builds up, but it's not much. I mean, I'd be good for like a maybe 6 months, and then it'd be completely gone. If I had lost my job now and didn't find another one. I'm just not one of those people that as soon as I get money, gotta
Arcanoloth
blow it,
says,
you know.
first, work out your annual expenses. Then, multiple that by 25. That's how much you need invested into an indexed mutual fund to retire. Arcanoloth says, so 2 levers there under your control. Reduce savings, increase take-home earnings.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't make that much per week. That's for damn sure. It's like an average of $300 something.
Arcanoloth says, it can be really simple for people who do not work full-time in finance looking for a deal. Set it and forget it.
Set it, forget it. Get your money. But I know like managers average about 800 a week at Dollar General. But they're on salary. That's the lower managers that haven't been there that long too.
Arcanoloth says, and I realize this is not for everyone, I'm just saying, it can be simple but people want to make it complicated so they can sell you a solution, or as an excuse not to do any work.
Dude, I love it when a section captures so fast. There's like these people that actually stream and make a lot of money off of it. And I could never do that myself. I have a different way of looking at it, you know, money and people and stuff, and seeing how it changes people. Hit the lottery. There you go. We'll hit the lottery. The Star Trek lottery. Brought to you by Star Trek. Do I have all of... Yeah, okay. Friendly faces everywhere.
Arcanoloth says, overheard someone talking the other day about how their financial advisor was telling them to get into the stock market, not picking individual stocks, just a whole market fund, very conservative advice. Arcanoloth says, and they were going off about how the stock market is rigged, it's legalized gambling, blah blah blah.
Legalized gambling.
Arcanoloth says, and the advisor just has to sit there and listen to this person's manifesto about rich people.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Arcanoloth says, I mean, you want to talk about social issues, go start a blog. but this person is trying to help.
Blog. I had one of those way long time ago. Had 2 posts on it. How's that?
Arcanoloth says, but I have learned this myself. You can lead people to water, but you can't make them drink.
The old horse. Well, yeah, they're gonna have to have that water bottled and purified first. Bottle water, bottle water, bottle water, bottle water, bottle water.
Arcanoloth says, haha yes.
That one person jump in there, Listeria, you know. Let's see. Exchange. Cancel that one. Withdraw all that. Put that together. I might as well not even worry about the dilithium thing right now, because if I haven't gotten rid of any of that, then I'm going to fill up all my slots. So I think the rest of the characters, I'll just let them keep it in their little bag for now. Yeah.
Arcanoloth says, for your amusement, https://www.reddit.com/r/tall/comments/r/635106164/.
What is that? Goodness gracious. Six three 510 6164.
Arcanoloth says, some tall humans.
Yes, they are. I'm nowhere near as tall as any of them. Speaking of tall people, you know they got I think it's the 24th of this month. They have that Halo series premiering. I didn't know anything really about it until like the other day. I knew that there was some trailers going around about Halo, and I thought maybe it was just a new game, but it's actually a
Arcanoloth
series.
says, haha at Mini Dave in your game chat.
Mini Dave. Mini Dave. Mini Dave. I don't know a Mini Dave. Oh, right here. Mini Dave. You know this Mini Dave? Addictees. Addictees.
Arcanoloth says, no idea.
Oh, okay. Dave. Whoever Dave is. But he's out of there, whoever he is. They is, are as, was is.
Arcanoloth says, but God forbid he get his dick teased by dinosaurs.
Hey-oh! This thing's a dick tease. I'm out of here. Guess they don't like to wait. Or they saw how fast
Arcanoloth
it goes.
says, can you imagine a big scaly claw around your junk?
Oh my god, that'd be like that beastie erotica junk. I could see people dressing up like that. You know, what was it? One time I did have like Code Miko on one day watching. And she was interviewing this people that like to wear like fur stuff or something, like furry masks and make out with each other or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure like there's scaly ones out there too that probably have like this hardened scales and things that they go after each other with.
Arcanoloth says, dang furries. Heresy. Purge the unclean for the emperor.
Right. Well, when you said that about the scaly claw, it just made me think of something like that. I haven't seen another post or another video of Code Miko in a while. I guess she still does stuff. Code Miko. But
Arcanoloth says, reptile erotica. I'm certain that's what he meant.
But yeah, I have a Halo live action series that's coming out, and March 24th is like the first day. The first episode is, and it's gonna have the Master Chief in it, the actual character, live action, and the guy that's playing him.
Arcanoloth says,
He's
I
like
saw
6'5".
Code Miko hosting a stream with a bunch of other streamers teaching her to pole dance. Had Mia Makova in there. Chat was going hard.
Wow. They had one with that Emin, whatever her name is. I can't ever remember how it's spelled. And Code Miko together one time. I don't know what that was about though. Or more anyth or anything. Dude. Oh, it's captured already. What the hell am I doing? Not paying attention, that's for damn sure. Shit. This is getting annoying.
Arcanoloth says, Amoranth? Yet. I read a post by her talking about her data analytics team. She was fully versed on all the tech buzzwords and bragged about her bonus structure for high performers in a fast-paced environment, so incentive structures are aligned via profit sharing. Arcanoloth says, I was like, okay, yes, she is running a business here.
Yeah, it's like a legal porno or whatever. Just a hair a bit above that. It's just like one of the proofs that streaming can really make you money, but I don't, That's for some people. I know there's this guy around here
Arcanoloth says, I mean, it's not my type of content, but hey obs, there is a market for skirting the rules and major platforms for the visibility. Arcanoloth says, and it drives conversions to her of and other media.
Yeah. I mean, there's a dude around here that plays video games and is on Twitch, and I hear he makes pretty good money every month.
Arcanoloth says, so I'm just saying she probably makes more money than every single person complaining about her combined.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Arcanoloth says, and if Twitch does not want that on their platform, why is she not perma-banned? Blame Twitch.
Yeah. I'd heard like or rather I read that she's been banned like several times by Twitch or something, but I don't seem to understand what they ban her for. I mean, if she still does the same stuff all the time, then and other people are like copying how she's doing things too and all that. Even with the like, you see the titles of all that hot tub stream thing and all that kind of stuff, and ear licking. I don't know if that,
Arcanoloth says, oh yes, she has been temp banned several times for skirting the boundaries of stuff that was not explicitly against the rules when she did it, and they use her to make an example. Arcanoloth says, and her team finds the next trend and she streams that, and pays them well.
Just let you know that eye candy does sell. Does make some money. Well, every time I go to just the Twitch page, like after I do this stream and go to export it to YouTube, there's always this girl playing the piano.
So a big part of her job is chasing Twitch meta, and she has a team telling her what that is, so she is ready to go each day.
Damn, does she do a day? They'll have like those 18 to 24 hour streams. Crazy.
Arcanoloth says, someone asked her if this was her passion, and she says it pays for her passion, which is running her other businesses she pays for with cash.
Ooh, cash.
Arcanoloth says,
yeah. Paying with cash. That seems a little under the table. Up underneath the table. Tabali. Yay, we did O'Neill that time too. Yay.
Arcanoloth says, she bought a bunch of local businesses with government loans in Texas and was talking about that on her blog. Arcanoloth says, I'm interested in learning the business side of all this stuff.
The business side of Twitch. Just remember, it's about watching people play video games. Not video, but video. Watching other people do shit. And prostituting.
Arcanoloth says, these streamers are aware they are dependent on Twitch and could be banned with zero notice, so the first thing they do with money is develop alternate income streams.
Ah.
Arcanoloth says, I sure hope Twitch doesn't ban me, is not a retirement plan.
I guess Mini Dave didn't leave after all. This thing's addictive. I'm out of here. Fucking Swarmer. Yeah. I definitely would not want to like just base my whole income off of just Twitch. But everybody will be happy to know that I've made maybe $2 off of the ad content over the past. Let's see, when was last Ryza? You don't get it until after a certain payoff, though.
At this point, everyone has heard stories of athletes who blew all their cash on dumb stuff and ended up broke and can no longer work, vs the ones who invested well.
Nicolas Cage being one of those actors that did that. That's why he's in everything.
Arcanoloth says, the streamer career trajectory is similar, highly variable income that can dry up at any time with no warning.
Yeah, what if the internet just goes down like a year and never comes back?
Arcanoloth says, haha, Nick Cage. He will never stop working.
That's right. He's got to pay those ex-wives and those government bills. He got to pay the IRS several years of stuff and pay off all those cars. He needs to go leave Las Vegas.
Arcanoloth says, ha, like if Vlad decides to hack us.
Vlad. Vlad Putin. He's Putin.
Arcanoloth says, Biden was just saying businesses need to watch out for Russia and harden up their systems.
Could totally see them hacking Dollar General. Lowering the prices. Causing chaos. Customers do that already.
Arcanoloth says, I'm sure Dollar General was listening and will send you a new cash register.
Well, yeah, this one's the ones they have are from 1996, so maybe, but they don't like spending money, so probably not. Oh. Damn it, the city's already been captured. I was going to do the runabout thing. Such a perfect day. Some of the employees I work with were excited because they went to another Dollar General to work for a day or whatever, or to close the store for a night. And she said, oh, these should have seen their register monitors. They were big screens and everything, and I could actually see stuff on it. And I said, so it was still in black and white? And they were like, yeah, but you could see the white lettering a whole lot clearer than these little things. Because the ones we have are these little Toshiba. How big are they? It maybe like 10-inch screen, like diagonal 10-inch. And yeah, it used to be IBM, but Toshiba and IBM. I think Toshiba bought them out not too long ago. And so that's the size we use. And they're like, I wish we had something bigger. I'm thinking, well, it's just a monitor that plugs into a VGA port on the back of that, because that's how old these computers are. I mean, all you got to do is just find another monitor and plug it in. That's all they're doing. Like, their monitor goes out at their store, and they just have to get a new one. Well, all these old Toshibas are dead, so they have to get something from somewhere. All I want is a damn hand scanner thing that works. A scanner wand. Scanners. There's the one on the main register. It has a blue dot versus the red bar, and the red bar scans so much better. You should see all the wires underneath that thing, the register. It's got so many adapters to make things work with like newer technology.
Arcanoloth says, with point-of-sale systems, they might be firmware locked to a specific resolution with no scaling, so if you hook up a screen with a different residential and no built Indiana scaler, it may fail to resolve.
True, and it is Linux.
Says, just depends on how old it is and what OS it's built on.
Yeah, the systems are built off of a Linux kernel. It's when it boots up, it says Dollar General POS, so everybody thinks it means piss of shit. But it being Linux, yeah, they'd have to have the video drivers and stuff like that for the newer monitors and things. So it would get so far into the boot process, and it would probably fail once it got to the main screen. But it always fails anyway.
Arcanoloth says, Linux kernel by default should be able to fire up any standard VGA display, unless they modded it.
That's right. That's the thing. They have... It pops up all these errors when that thing shoots up. It takes about maybe, I want to say 8 minutes for the register to boot up from nothing. Because it's got all this junk. It says the word dead, ... in a long list. Like it'll pop up there and continue to pop up.
Arcanoloth says, I am not aware of any protocol that layers on top of VGA and can check the display and lock it out if it doesn't find the one it wants, but I could be wrong.
I mean, hell, these things, like, somebody will scan their
Arcanoloth
card.
says, like it should just be a dumb output and works with anything.
Yeah, it should be like that. That's true. But dude, these is like, some people can scan their debit cards or put the chip in or whatever, and it'll lock out half of the keyboard, and the screen will freeze. Well, I guess the screen freezes because, you know, the computer itself does. It's, well, you can't do anything with the keyboard. It's a piece of shit keyboard. It's got so many damn buttons on it. But it's what's weird is if you look at the back of the old IBM/Toshiba computers that are there are so many adapters hooked into this thing to make it work with newer technology. Like there's like a 2015 like what is it? It's the card readers, the pen pad, and it's connected to this adapter, which is then connected to another adapter, then it's connected to the main system. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Same goes with the bed scanner is attached to something else to make it work. The printer itself is attached not directly to the computer, but to an
Arcanoloth
adapter.
says, right.
Then there's the deactivator system that deactivates the tags that are security tags. And it's just a mess of wires under there. If you wire trace, it take you days kind of situation. Nobody did any kind of wire cleanup on it or nothing like that. Old as shit. It's one of those computers that doesn't have a fan in it. You never hear a thing running. That's for damn sure. Unless the fan's busted. I don't know. It's gray. Little flip door on it. Runs 24 hours a day. Crashes at least maybe every 3 days. Out of nowhere. It's really fun.
Arcanoloth says, passive heatsink neat.
Yeah. And it's, you know, like I was saying, certain people can swipe their cards and it'll crash the system. And then they'll say, well, when's it going to be back up? I say, 8 minutes. Well, I can't just be here for 8 minutes, you know. High tea. Who is this? Who is this? That is you. Okay. I've been meaning to look up what, like, age or what kind of, you know, actual computer it is. It says Toshiba on it, but, you know, IBM got bought out, so.
Arcanoloth says, I would encourage that customer to tell the regional management they were unable to shop there because of a broken point of sale equipment. Arcanoloth says, see what happens.
They'll probably give the customer a $5 gift card or something like that. No, wait, $50. That's right, $50.
Arcanoloth says, if losing money does not motivate them, then they do not care about that location.
Oh, they do. They got like plenty of stuff out there to make up for a lot of it. I mean, any company that, if the store's closed for a day, they can rig the paperwork to make it show that it's actually made some sales that day. They don't care. They don't want to spend no money on shit. They'll have you call this emergency response center and report that one of your registers is down, and then they'll say, okay, well, here, let's work through the troubleshooting. And you're like, dude, it's not coming on at all. It's not a troubleshooting issue. This thing's just dead. And they'll stay on the phone with you for like an hour trying to make you press this, unplug that, unplug these, plug this in, do all this kind of crap.
Arcanoloth says, true, it has to be permanently busted for them to do something.
like the printer that's in the office at the place I'm at now. The wireless part of it is broken. So they called ERC, the Emergency Response Center, and told them about it being broken. They're like, well, you make sure that that this is plugged in there, this is here. They're like, no, you don't understand, it's broken. Well, they're like, how do you know? And I said, the antenna that's attached to this thing is completely broken off of the system, and it doesn't unscrew or anything. It is gone. You know, it is off. They're like, oh, because it's laying behind it on the floor, and you can't even, you know, there's nothing there to put it together with anymore. I don't know if a door hit it, because it's next to a door. It's just insane. The computer in the office like runs so damn slow. I always thought maybe it was just the computers being old or whatever, you know, like just because they're refurbished HPs, little mini factors or whatever. They run great before you have them download the Dollar General shit overnight. Because I had to hook up one and replace the one in the office one day, and it booted up fast. It came up to the menu system for Dollar General's whatever fast. You know, I could log into it. Everything worked. It just didn't have like a lot of the resources of like the manual for the how you run shit or these other little things you log into. So it was going to have to like overnight like have the update, and when it did, thing runs like a turtle now. It's so much shit piled in. I'd like to see the code, just to see how many like commented out sections are in it of things that they've tried to fix over the years. Spaghetti code, just like in Star Trek.
Arcanoloth says, and that's why most people do not update their older systems.
Yeah. They're always having this update stuff here and there. I mean, when we had this pin pad problem where no one could use their card to like for inserting and stuff, you know, for their chip card to work. I thought it had something to do at first with maybe a version update change, because the one on the main register's version is 5 versions lower than the one that's on the most used register. And I thought, well, maybe the most used one got an update that failed, and that's why it's like not taking the cards or something, you know, versus this one over here that never received this update and it's working fine. But they just replaced the whole thing instead of checking it out or whatever, which is good. I mean, it's always just best to have just something that's sort of fixed, I guess. Or well, they'll send you a refurbished one. It's like refried beans over and over and over. Flanking damage was detected.
Arcanoloth says, whoa there Elmer J. Fudd is mad about video game.
Mm-hmm.
Arcanoloth says, is just game why you have to be mad.
Well, I get upset at this ball lightning shit too. They're just seeing it now. But I don't really like care if I get the Rex or not, though. That's my thing. I just look at it as a bonus if I do. But it doesn't really bother me that much. Buff the bosses. Steve! He's just upset that they took his gun away from him.
Arcanoloth says, "Ya get buffed."
Get buffed. Get buffed with the new Buffrito. A Bufferito. Fuck. Yeah, so much for that freaking storm that was supposed to come through. When I got up today, my mom and her husband were, he was saying, well, move your car out so I can back my, or put my truck under there too. Like our carport slash, garage without a side and a door. It's carport in the south. I don't know if they have them up north.
Arcanoloth says, "Forecast says rain Tuesday."
Tuesday. But he's off like freaking out about like piling vehicles up and this, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna run to town. It's supposed to storm. Don't get out in that stuff. I'm like, when's it supposed to storm? Oh, about 11 at night. I'm like, 11. And this is like 3 p.m. I'm like, well, that's a far away. I'm getting all nervous over shit right now. What the fuck? People, man, people.
Arcanoloth says, "I use forecast.weather.gov."
Forecastweather.gov.
Arcanoloth says, "Paid for by your tax dollars."
Paid for by your tax dollars. Do-do-do. We used to play with the info bot in the IRC chat back in the day. You can type weather and then like the 4 digits for your like an area near you that has the not digits but 4 letters for the the local weather for your area, and it would like give you the forecast in the chat. I always thought that was so cool. But it would use weather.gov, I think, for that. I enjoyed the hell out of that info bot. Slowly been playing with the code for Python, or well, the code for the text-to-speech. Because all it is a script that's in the chat bot that uses the Windows API to, use the voice and stuff on the computer. But I made a thing in there where I can make both of them argue with each other. Like the David bot and the Zero bot. If I turn it on, it gets kind of annoying after a while because she starts to repeat herself too much.
Arcanoloth says, "Neat."
Yet. Yeah. But I can turn that, let me go to it. I did it yesterday for Murdoch's, and he thought it was funny. Let's see. And open with that. Just gotta take that, turn it.
Arcanoloth says, "I was working my way through automate the boring stuff with Python with that friend of mine, but we haven't made much progress due to schedule."
Yeah, Python is a different. It's sort of the same as an average, type of programming language, but I like my brackets. It divides things out. You don't have to be perfect on the lining up of like certain things or whatever. If you accidentally didn't like tab over too far or whatever. But with Python, you have to like have it right. You gotta have spacing correctly. Here, I turned it on. I tweaked it a little today and didn't get a chance to test anything of it, but it might work out. It's only triggered whenever someone talks in the chat. Like
Arcanoloth says, "Python has strong opinions about what good formatting looks like, and its creator has some very good arguments for why it's that way yet."
I mean, I'm used to the little what is it? I can't think of what the key's called, but it's the squiggly bracket, the little parenthesis bracket. thing. Or the... Damn it, I used to know the name of that. Fuck. Like starting one and ending one. And merging things together is a little bit different. I've yet to use any regular expression.
Arcanoloth says, the idea is that code is meant to be read by other humans, and only secondarily to be run by computers, and loose rules on formatting encourage code bases to become less readable over time.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of just basic batch programming. Windows batch. You know, where you don't really have brackets or anything. Basic shit. And instead of using like the ampersand sign twice for and, or using
Arcanoloth says, obs if it's just some personal script you bang out in a weekend for whatever you like.
But it's got the gist of a lot of regular programming stuff in there, like arrays and loops and if-then-else statements.
Says, but in big projects, having rules for how stuff is organized is the difference between projects that succeed or fail.
Failure is an option. I think, what is it, Python is kind of taking the lead on a lot of like things though now, right? As being one of the, at the moment, the preferred programming language for a lot of stuff. Versus the time
Zira,
when...
hang up the phone, Arcanoloth says, but yeah, Python is used for lots of professional stuff, just stop please Zira.
You're such a liar David, Arcanoloth says, but yeah, Python is used for lots of professional stuff.
It started. I want to make an intensity, like their conversation gets so bad to where they kind of ignore the user and they just talk themselves. But I kind of got
I'm moderating
bored.
this damn chat, Zira. Arcanoloth says, nice.
I'm not going to stop until we talk David.
It's like he took it over from her, so he's like gonna be the one to to do the thing. But I would have to like use I'm using
Zira,
like a...
I don't want to hear it. Arcanoloth says, this will be great.
You just wait until after this chat is over David, Arcanoloth says, this will be great.
But I've got all the things that they say stored into an array, like an insult array and an answer array, to where it's certain phrases, and I was going to like use an increased number, like greater than this number equals that, whatever, to make the conversation get more intense as they continue. But now they're just pulling from random arrays, choices for what they say. I try to give them 10 of each one so that it's more random, but they do kind of get stuck on certain ones. So I was trying to look up how I can make two voices talk at the same time. You know, like I have a timer on one or whatever that comes out and does whatever. And that way I can sort of make a Borg voice for that, where I have all the voices in the computer talk at once. But instead that happened, and I thought that was kind of funny, and I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. Because I was looking at threads in Python and stuff, and it didn't work out the way I thought it would. Whenever I was
Arcanoloth says, yeah, that sounds complicated.
but fun. And maybe have a cooldown.
Arcanoloth says, I would just make a Borg voice and use that. it's a specific type of audio processing.
Well, yeah, it just...
Arcanoloth says, just layering randoms will not achieve that specific effect.
Well, I've accidentally got the voice thing doing that, not by wanting to do that, you know, but the only thing is I'd have to find a voice to install into the computer that would be used for that. Damn it. It's one thing I hate about this time of year. My allergies get kicked in. And I don't know why this is like... Maybe it's because it's greater. That's what happened. It's greater than... Or equals 10, so it stopped. Okay, I need to like increase it then. Because I have it where it stops to a certain point so it doesn't get annoying. We'll leave it at greater than 10. And then reload. It felt sand. It felt sand. Shake your body. So why the hell did it take me all the way over there if I was on the other side of the map? That's so stupid. Murdoch said I need to make it like more like angry. You know, if there was a way to increase the volume of their voices and the way they talk and stuff, and you could do that. And I think Windows XP /2000 with Microsoft Sam if you use certain like characters in front of words, like a tilde or a caret or something like that on the keyboard. It would make them like the tone of their voice would be different, like a higher pitched or a louder pitch. I mean, a deeper one. It would slow the word down or increase the word. But they also had it where you can change the way they said words phonically, and I haven't found that option in Windows 10/11 yet. Good night. Great gravies. Damn it. That whole running thing. I posted that on the forums about Voth new running animation. And they said it, and a bunch of people were like, yeah, it looks kind of weird. I see that Bad Moon Rising is back as the moderator for the forum, so you'll be seeing a lot more bans now, I think, for having opinions. I saw a post that said wish list. I'm thinking, yeah, here it comes.
Scorpwana says, test. Scorpwana says, blah. Scorpwana says, hard. Arcanoloth says, remember, they do it for free.
I've got a gun Zira, now shut the fuck up. Scorpwana says, in just stop please Zira.
You're such a liar, David. We're going to talk about this right now, David.
Yes, I know they do it for free, but they can be jerks also. And that is a problem. I've seen it. It's even happened to me on there. where you just ask one little simple question, and they like, get rid of your question or something like that because they say it interferes with the rules of the board or whatever shit.
Congratulations, General.
Congratulations, General.
I'm moderating this damn chat, Zira. Arcano Loth says, old image board joke. When a mod is abusing power, remember, they do it for free.
They abuse power
David,
for free.
you know what you did. We're going to talk about this right now, David.
Ah, an old image board joke. I had posted one time underneath someone else's post on the Stowe forums about it was just like a little joke. They were talking about like why don't they have this in the game kind of thing, and I said because it doesn't make them money, and I put JK at the end of it. It said you are not supposed to talk about the mod or the player or whatever what was it, something of the game, the creators of the games or something in that kind of fashion. This is a warning. I was like, warning? The fuck? I said I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just like, and then they're like, that's 2 warnings. I'm like, son of a bitch, can't even talk to him. I was kind of glad the dude was gone off the boards there for a while. He's back. Bad Moon Rising. Watch out for his ass. He mean son of a
Zira,
bitch.
can we not get into this right now? Arcano Loth says, yeah, it's a warning not to ever go there.
You're such a liar, David. I'm not going to stop until we talk, David. Arcano Loth says, official forums are always a cesspool with no exceptions.
Yeah. It's nice to get on there and see if other people are having certain problems like you're having in the game or whatever. Like, what was it someone was talking about? There was another problem that just sort of happened, and I posted like same under there because, it was the same problem. Did I do this yet? No. Banana. Boom, boom, boom. Oops, broke it. It's this right here, broke it. File, save that. Reload. There we go. Cesspool. Can't forget to do the event. Event campaign 1250. I'm kind of afraid to do counterpoint again. I don't want the game to crash. Crash. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that is just right on the edge of it. Ooh. Is anything getting captured really quick? That is. Okay, allies are winning that, so this is about to happen. This is about to happen, okay? Walk of water. Ball lightning right out of the bat. I underjumped like a dumbass. Like a big ass retard. Yeah, it'll be down by the time I get over there. There's no need in doing that.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
That is so crazy. Barely did any damage to the first dino, right? 4,680 dilithium ore from it.
Engage transporters. Troops inbound.
Whereas you can probably get all 3 of them and maybe get 3,000 sometimes. That's insane. 3 instances. Wow. It's been a while. Been a while. Yeah, wow. Nanny nanny boo boo. I even made like a little little spot in the script for if user is in this list and if they want to have male voice, I can make it just use male voice for that user instead of just using the default female voice, or use female voice and then male voice, where it's like female voice that says user says and then the male voice takes over, but it has a little slight pause in it. Like a rhinestone cowboy. See how my mind's working. It's jumping from topic to topic. Very hypnotic. Instead of staying with one topic, I'm sort of circling. This guy's really on about it. Look at that. Elmo J. Fudd. So, did anyone get credit for the T-Rex, or was it just an asshole with ball whitening? I think it's time for an official complaint and made life hard for Cryptic until they decide to do something. You wascally wabbit. Tricks are for kids.
Arcanoloth says, haha, yeah, I am sure Cryptic will care about his dill income.
They'll compensate him. That's first thing they'll ask is, how much dilithium did you lose?
Arcanoloth says, imagine Joe Pesci kicking him yelling, how about ya buy something ya bum, get out of here ya bum.
Joe Pesci. You prick. You stuttering prick. What do you mean I'm funny? I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum, and people come to see 'em. They really are a scream, the Addams Family. Douche da douche, douche da douche. Yeah. Lead the charge, my good man. Elmer J. Fudd says, "We'll see. It will hit a breaking point when enough players get fed up." Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Archer. He can shoot a bow and arrow. You know why they call it a bow and arrow? I mean, to shoot one, it's just a bow with an arrow. Shoot an arrow out of a bow. Oh, you don't know diddly. Fothmatic. Fothmatic. Oh, a double headbutt. Nice. Ah, you missed. He ran and missed. You missed as well. Ha. It's just so odd to see him run like that. That one ran side-legged like a crab. Weird. It's almost like somebody at Cryptic and they're oftentimes been tweaking the characters' animations. I think it's funny sometimes coming out of when you're respawning and on the ground and your player, the upper half of them isn't working yet.
Says, code rot.
Code rot. But your character, like the legs will work or whatever, but the torso and the other stuff above it are kind of flinging around. Wouldn't it be neat, though, if the developer said, "We haven't added a new animation. The game is sentient. It's growing. It's growing at an expedient rate, Cap." Charging bull. That's what I'll call it. The charging bull.
Arcanoloth says, Jackass Forever is on streaming. Might watch that.
Cool. That's the newest. Jackass. I want to watch a movie. Let's take my mind off the world. Of course, I've had my mind off the world for a while these days. Let's say for 20 years now.
Arcanoloth says, what genre?
I don't know. That's the thing. I never know what I want to watch. Maybe science fiction? I don't know. Sci-fi. Something I haven't seen that may be new in theaters. I don't know. Like it had just recently been in theaters. Like that new, come out this year, late last year. Or maybe a ghost one or something. Aliens? I don't know. Probably won't.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, that's tough. 3 channels as a kid, easy to choose. 1,000 Chanels, you can never be quite sure.
That is so true.
Arcanoloth says, okay, films from last year.
Films from last year. And the Oscar goes to. While I play my African drum.
Arcanoloth says, Nomadland is super dark.
It just sounds like I'm hitting something that's got something over it. Nomad is super dark. Nomadland. I think I've seen like the, I guess you'd say movie poster for it. The cover art.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, lady lives in a trailer.
Lady lives in a trailer.
Arcanoloth says, you saw Pig and Coda.
Yes, Pig and Coda.
Arcanoloth says, seen Power of the Dog?
I don't think I've seen that. Is it like an actual dog? I was thinking of watching one that had Joaquin Phoenix in it before I lost Amazon Prime free stuff, where something like a girl or whatever he's searching for.
Arcanoloth says, Western drama.
Western drama. Keep seeing some trailers and stuff on TV for a new season of Yellowstone.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, Phoenix did one called Come On Come On.
And in Yellowstone, on the teaser trailer or whatever for it, Kevin Costner's voice sounds so
Arcanoloth
gruff.
says, the 2021 Suicide Squad was fun.
Yes, that was a pretty damn good one, actually. I haven't seen the series that's got that one character that John Cena did in that. I forgot that was actually a series they made of that. I'm gonna put it on my watch list. My watch list. You know, I never finished watching The Witcher.
https://www.rottentomatoes.com/top/bestofright/ year = 2021. Arcanoloth says, I need to see more of these.
More lists. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Billy O.T., buddy. The Father. No Way Home. And enable Rod, I will continue without disabling. Son of a bitch. West Side Story. I don't care to watch no West Side Story. Not in the mood for a musical. Ever since I watched Mamma Mia that time. Ooh. You know, Pierce Brosnan cannot sing. Lost Daughter, Flea. What is that list? Number of reviews. Licorice Pizza? Yuck. boiling point. I'll carry you with me. Ascension. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, okay. It just has a name of a show. That sci-fi show. Procession. Her self-test, same band, humans. Da, 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 da. These all came out in 2001. Damn. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Scream. Dun, 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 dun. I could probably pick a random Nicolas Cage movie. He has like 5 or 6 a year. I just gotta pay off the debt. Yeah. Whoa.
Arcanoloth says, haha yes.
They have them all up on like a spinning board, and you just spin it to see which one you want to watch. Ding 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 ding. Question is, does he watch his own movies? Maybe he needs to be a Marvel character. That'd get him going. He can be the new Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Yeah. The new Tony Stark. Nicolas Cage. Wolf. I don't want to have to do that Jupiter
Arcanoloth
thing.
says, https://editorial.rottentomatoes.com/guide/all Nicolas Cage movies ranked.
Ranked and skanked. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to make a URL capture and put it into a file thing. That's what I was going to do. That way any link that is posted will automatically go into like a file on the desktop or something.
Arcanoloth says, oh wow, they put Spider-Verse at the top. Arcanoloth says, followed by Pig.
Pig. Fuck your
Arcanoloth
pig.
says, well, there is your recency bias for ye.
Pig. Whoops. Just say Nicolas Cage movie ranked by Tomato Meter. Deadfall. Grand Isle. It's not Nicolas Cage. Left Behind. I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that one. Arsenal. Outcasts. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen 211. I have never seen Trapped in Paradise. Bangkok Dangerous. I think I've seen that. Don't think I've seen Firebirds. Pay the Ghost. Nope, never seen that. Dying Light. Nope. Trespass. I think, yes, I have seen that. Season of the Witch. Don't think I have. Christmas Carol movie. What? Score to Settle. The Wicker Man. USS Indianapolis. Man of Courage. Amos and Andrew, 1993. What the hell? Ghost Rider, yeah! Stolen Looking Glass. Dude, his Internet Movie Database page has to be, like, huge. Huge. It's gotta be huge. They have a specific person that enters Nicolas Cage movies every year. They have to always get carpal tunnel surgery for him, too, because it just takes them so damn long to put all the entries in. Doot, 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 doot.
Everyone's here?
No.
A team of X. Once you have
Lita, why are you standing in front of that? What was it somebody was telling me that day? You could press certain combination of buttons and be able to get out of this locked out thing.
Everyone's here?
No! Maybe it's just on that. Because a person can, like, roll forward. Was it pressing X? Oh man, I can't remember. I asked that person that one day.
Operations is locked down. Use the exocomps to get the
Dun,
doors
dun,
open.
dun, 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 dun,
Get to
dun,
the consoles
dun.
down in the security hub.
Come home in the middle of the night. My
Deploy
bed says
exocomps to
where
the
you
consoles.
did your life.
Once all three are set, they'll start cracking the security system.
This system won't even know. I'll cut through the security like a hot knife.
Yeah, cut through like butter, will you? Serial killer. Wow.
Oh boy, this is going to be great.
That's what Beckett said. He said, oh boy.
All right, the exocomps have started their hack. Keep them in one piece.
Mister? Dun, 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 dun.
Attention terrorists. Your efforts here are doomed to fail. There is no escape.
There's still people walking up on the top of that thing up there.
Arcanoloth says, the exocomps are named after the user. It's from hackers.
Ah. User IDs from hackers. Like the movie Hackers?
Hack at 25%.
Evil twin accolade complete.
That'll help here. There's really people of holes.
Blurb, 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 blurb.
Perhaps my orders weren't clear.
They're transparent, sir.
Now!
I haven't watched Hackers in a long time.
Arcanoloth says, haha, everyone should have Terran kills after this.
System hack at 50%. Keep those exocomps
Yeah,
working.
50%. System hack, system hack.
Bring me their heads, or you'll all spend your final moments in an agonizer booth.
But what if we want to, mister? What if we get off in the agonizer booth? Enjoy the pain of the agonizer. The agonizer rider. Haha! You did not expect me to get in here!
Console
Aha.
Alpha is damaged and needs repairs.
Systems online. Ready for action. Thanks.
Yes, all exocomps are up, almost there. System hack at 75%. Watch your exocomps.
Does that mean watch your ass, sir?
The exocomp at console beta is damaged. Get it back online.
Bye and good to go. Back to work.
Yes, all
Johnny
exocomps
Five is
are
alive.
operational. They're continuing.
Ouch. Feeling a lot less optimal over here.
Whoopee, Goldberg. Whoopee.
That's it. Security system bypass complete.
Security team, report to operation.
Or else.
Anyone inside?
That door control should allow you to open the blast door now. Deploy exocomps at the database before the Terrans delete all the files.
No.
Lita, I don't have time to waste on your lackeys.
Keep those Terrans on my okay, chums.
Get those Terrans off my ass. Off his ass.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Oh boy. Dr.
Okay,
David
here we go.
Banner.
Keep those exocomps intact so we can get what we came
Fire.
All technicians, report to ops. Delete the database before they steal it from us.
What about stealing the database from you before you delete it? Beam down some red shirts. It's time to go.
Not today, cretins.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Jigglypuff.
Becoming annoying.
Swiftly kicking the ass. We swiftly kicking your ass.
Transporter room. Emergency transport.
Data acquisition at 50%. Watch out for trouble.
George, jungle to you and me. Watch out for that tree. Fire.
Shoot to kill, you idiots.
Hiya! Uns, hiya! Sick, Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hiya!
Computer, initiate transport.
Data acquisition at 75%. You're almost there.
There's a lot of loud racket going on. Whole lot of shaking going on. Damn, that Methuselah drone loves to kill shit.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
No, Captain, I don't know how to when to quit. Blum bum 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 dun 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 bum bum dun 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 bum 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 ba dun 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 dun
Data
dun.
acquisition complete. Well done. Now get the hell out of there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Surprise!
Here comes the Spider-Man. That's what she said.
Murdoch says, oh.
Oh.
Murdoch says, sups.
I'm here, how are you? Oh, I thought we were already coming out here.
Damn it! Gwen the Tigress! Get me out of here!
Ah, there we go. Hurry up, mister. You get that thing opened up, man, mister. Hello, Murdochs. How are you? How are you doing? Ensign Lock Phasers? That's a weird name.
Murdoch says, my pangus is engorged with blood and fixing to explode with joy. Glad to be here.
B-Man, 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 B-Man. Runabout? Say hello to Runabout. Oh, you got me, mister. What the hell? What the hell? Yeah. We don't need people on here.
Murdoch says, if hate is lurking, I'm sure he will never be the same after that. He has beef forever corrupted with the filth.
He has beef forever. Is hate here? I don't know if he is or isn't. Because we're going to guard it. Fire. Oh yeah, how you like that? I guess you didn't like that. Yeah, let me jump on the
Murdoch
droid.
says, just saying that one time he was like, you know I'm underage? Like okay?
I think he was joking.
Arcanoloth says, haha WTF.
WTF. Hey.
Arcanoloth says, yeah he says a lots of things.
He hates to be that guy.
Arcanoloth says, but if they say they are under 13, that's a violation of Twitch TOS, and if you don't ban them, they can remove your channel. Murdoch says, I'm eating a Cobb salad, I feel healthy. Arcanoloth says, this is why some channels prohibit age discussion.
Prohibiting age discussion.
Murdoch says, yeah, that's what I was thinking though Arcanoloth.
We'll do better next time. On an all-new episode.
Murdoch says, got to be careful of the little trolls.
Little trolls. Captain's Enterprise. Captain's Enterprise. Oh, looky. 1, 2, 3 with the little dipper. Where are we at? Is this Earth? It is. Ooh, the dipper. Where's the other one at? Follow that stair. The stair. Event campaign. Oh, goodness gracious. Gravy. Oh, is that like...
Murdoch says,
Nope.
I inject Borg nanomites into my Pangus. Haven't had too many issues with not working except for the fact it's tried a few times to plug itself into the wall socket.
You get pulled into the wall. Let's go to Antarctica. And the world keeps spinning, the world keeps spinning. Whoa, a little too close to the atmosphere, dude.
Murdoch says, so I was running lots of TFOs with some people earlier. I switched out 3 of my weapons for the plasma from store with PROC modifier instead.
And the world is dark. Dirk. Dun 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 dun. Kaboom!
Murdoch says, also changed the PROC order of weapons.
PROC in the USA. Proc.
Murdoch says, you want to move the longer recharge times to the left.
To the left, to the left. Everything you want in the box to the left. Let's see. It almost makes you think that the world is spinning. But it's not, it's stationary.
Murdoch says, and if different types go by biggest damage to the left, either forefront or rear weapons. Murdoch says, it makes a difference.
What a difference a day makes. Oh, you mean like how long it takes these to get back up and ready? Like a big ass, like a big ass.
Murdoch says, look at the recharge times.
One second recharge. 1 second. 10-second recharge.
Murdoch
1 second,
says,
1 second.
so that is 1 SEC.
Oh. 1, 2, 1. Fire. Oh, I got that damn visual again. The fudge. Bum 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 bum.
Arcanoloth says, recharge rate is really a kinetic build issue, energy fires off in sequence then they all fire again. Murdoch says, so ended up putting the torp in the back but that was the ultimate and I really just needed it for the set bonus so.
A torpedo. A portito. I like having a torpedo in the front.
Altamid set is good. Not sure I'd have the torp in the rear not firing and losing that slot but the set is good.
Set good, yes. Tier 5. Ooh.
Murdoch says, there are things to consider. For example, the quad cannons actually mess up the order fire so bad you're better off not using them.
Quad cannon. The wad cannon. It shoots off a wad.
Arcanoloth says.
Huh? You've stumped Arcanoloth. No.
Arcanoloth says, the firing order has no impact on if a weapon is good or not. Murdoch says, I'm learning things from these elite people. Ogie belongs to the channel.
Augie belongs to which channel? The what?
Murdoch says, actually some of the weapons glitch out and you would only know this if you're running a damage meter. Arcanoloth says, I mean it matters for kinetics, what fires under what firing mode when, but for energy, you just run one firing mode all the time. Murdoch says, there is a lot of stuff out there to know. Arcanoloth says, for sure.
You want me to put the more you know banner across the top? The more you know.
Murdoch says, I will run what you said to them, see what they say.
Yeah, they're gonna come over there and break your legs if they don't agree with you. I got enough just ore there.
Arcanoloth says, stuff like a dual heavy vs a dual cannon causing half-second timing issues are important for DPS channel runs under 30 seconds. Murdoch says, they gonna fuck you up though lol.
we hide
Arcanoloth
what you
says,
said.
it's not transferable to general content on normal/advanced mode cause you won't notice.
2 second, 2 second, 2 second, 2 seconds. Man,
Arcanoloth says,
those are long
I mean, I am
times.
sure that Ogi knows what he is talking about in context. I am not at all sure you are quoting the full context of what is said.
Mission journal. Whoosh. Tiger uppercut. How many more ground attacks do I need to do with that thing to get this done? Whole hell of a lot.
Arcanoloth says, not saying you are wrong, I am saying that Ogi is a DPS chaser, and if you want to chase DPS, that stuff matters at the very high end. Murdoch says, well, what I said that they had me move my weapons around and explained why. For example, the white arc needed to on the left. Arcanoloth says, but if someone is totally lost and trying to improve at general content, there is such a concept as majoring in the minors before you have the basics down.
Well, you gotta learn how to run before you can crawl. I need to access a bank. Let's see. Go farther. I'm at Kronos, or should be.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, I am sure they helped you raise your perf, stuff like white arc left, getting all your weapons upgraded.
Dun 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 ba-dum ba-dum da-da-dum ba-da-dum ba-dum ba-dum ba-da-da-da-da-da. Yay? Hey, okay. He said to go to another map to get that. Weird. Weird. Very, very weird.
Arcanoloth says, most people I meet, they never learn to ship build in the first place.
Case in point.
Murdoch says, yeah, I was really just talking about my builds and I find it interesting, but I wasn't telling Scorp about it like it would make much of a difference to his builds. Murdoch says, I just like learning stuff.
Our ship is broken. Can you make it go? Discard that.
Arcanoloth says, so it's like a guy who comes into the gym who never lifted and says he has a weak spot, and it's like, yeah, your entire body. They wanna do curls and GLYS when they need squats, deadlifts, presses, the basics. Arcanoloth says, not jumping on you, just pointing out a general issue. Arcanoloth says, same, always be learning more.
They see him learning. They hating.
Arcanoloth says, I'm just trying to differentiate between beginner/intermediate/advanced advice.
We don't need that there. Flight turn rate, get rid of that.
Murdoch says, well, you could argue that it's all important in the context of the gym. I would say the amount of weight and reps would be more of an issue.
What's that? Training manual, scatter volley. Leave that for now. don't know who to give these to. Pilot. Kagan man. Never getting rid of Kagan, because Kagan.
Murdoch says, I'm sorry if I confused you, Scorp. Are you gonna be okay?
About what? Confused about... dude, I'm always confused.
Arcanoloth says, and anyone that helps people with personalized advice is doing a good thing for the community. I just think most beginner questions are answered in the Stow Better site, so I'm trying to point Pwapple there, because it takes 10 times as long for me to copy pasta that into chat than if they just wrote it. Murdoch says, LOL. Arcanoloth says, at Murdoch's Nat.
Panosican, Mr. Potato Head. And his bucket of pots. Buckets of fun for everyone. Hey, hey, hey. It's Mr. Potato Head. You're gonna do the Cosby dance here in a second. Crotch shot. Rated R. Okay. Fred.
Arcanoloth says, I mean, you can debate goals and say, well, what if I want to get better at curls and do not care about anything else, but come on, the guy isn't curling to tell girls how many curls he did, he's trying to make himself bigger and needs to know there is a more time-efficient way to do that.
Okay, I need to promote this person. Suppose I need to promote them again. Damn it!
Arcanoloth says, at that point it's just people arguing for the sake of arguing, and people that have never done anything telling others, the blind leading the blind.
Who is that? Deflector. Damn it. Bank. There. Obelisk. Yes. Cabalic personnel shield. Tactical. Get rid of that one. Discard that. Discard that.
Arcanoloth says, anyway, Ogie is a better pilot than I am. I would listen to people that have accomplished stuff.
You're not a good pilot. What? Disruptor, Vodwire, Cluster, Torpedo. Damn it, can't move those. Okay.
Murdoch says, well, I will say that I noticed a difference with the different plasma weapons and the order I put them in. The people I was speaking with taught Ogie.
So you like talking about the actual order? Because didn't it fire left to right? Like, you know? So yeah, I guess, was it like wait for this to recharge? So torpedo would be like a good thing to have on the very end. I don't know. To me, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just here to play. I don't know.
Arcanoloth says, I hear ye. I'm just saying I am 100% sure I am missing some details, and that's okay. This isn't an interrogation.
Why not?
Arcanoloth says, but if you can afford Altamid set, you are looking at higher end than I play.
Higher. Y'all gonna make me lose my shit. Up in here. Where's like one of them vendor people at? Let's see. I can't tell yet. Shit. Shite! And Shizno. Hello, Farengi. Oh yeah, I will.
Arcanoloth says, if I ever decide to do elites, I know how to find those people. I'm just maintenance mode with Stowe right now.
They're one of those vendor guys that buy stuff for a lot on this in here somewhere. Bartender.
Murdoch says, yes, I only mentioned it because someone told me about it and I forgot, and then when I tried new things I thought it was nice, but that's just for me. PROC order is probably close to last on the list for ship builds. I agree that getting a good foundation is always the most important things. Yes, we did elites today, it was fun. Arcanoloth says, Scorp, any non-Ferengi vendor should pay 50%.
So should I go to Cork? Still have a concussion. Let's see what we have here. Combat exhaustion times 2, combat fatigue, concussion, head trauma, normal internal bleeding times 3, muscle tear, bunch of stuff, yeah. And he is still Klingon. Okay, we'll make a special trip to Cork. 1 to beam back to bridge. Okay.
Arcanoloth says, but yet, mods last after fixing the rest of the build was the crux of my point. Most players I speak with have random jank in all their officer skills, and fixing that is the fastest, cheapest, biggest way to raise their performance.
See if we're anywhere.
Arcanoloth says, and some people never learn how to use officer skills and just solo story, and that's okay. They buy a ship once a year and that's 99% of the player base.
Hi ho, it's off to DS9 we go. And then you have players like myself that don't know what the hell they're ever doing, and that's okay. They just enjoy playing, flying around, and seeing what everybody's up to. What everybody doing? What everybody doing? Put on the brakes, son. Nag, 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 boo, boo. Any day now.
Arcanoloth says, I used to get tired of those lunch hour players that spend less than 5 hours a week on Stowe, coming in and laughing at how bad they are and having fun and saying that anyone that does better than they are must be cheating or is a loser that shits in a sock to no life and MMO all day.
Shits in a
Murdoch
sock.
says, yeah, it's an order of operations. There are whales out there that buy ships and have not starship traits or DOFs. Jared Huckabee, the community manager for Star Citizen, is one of those people.
Star Citizen.
I owned it in his stream and he was nice about it. He said he just liked the space Barbie. Fair enough.
Star Citizen, that's what I was thinking about that time. Quark, I need to
Arcanoloth says, I'm like, on one hand, if the game is good enough for you to spend your valuable time on, then treat it like it is worth your time. Don't act like, oh, I'm better than this game, but play it anyway. Come on, you aren't fooling me. Shit or get off the pot.
Oh, but only if the toilet seat is down. Must you shit in the toilet. Okay.
Arcanoloth says, on the other hand, maybe my reaction to those people tells me something important about myself and I need to work on what's really bothering me.
And that would be people?
Arcanoloth says, haha, Scorp, the kinda guy goes to a party and leaves an upper decker.
An upper decker.
Arcanoloth says, haha. Yes, people.
People are sometimes the number one reason that a lot of people don't get along with other people. So, like, just don't with people, man, you know? Oh, crap, it give me all that junk. I hate that shit. Here, Cork, you can have all this junk. I don't want it. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but, you know.
Arcanoloth says, was more alluding to the idea that people who have time to actually read and learn to play an MMO must be losers. I'm too busy making six figures and banging supermodsel on my yacht to get good at this trash game for losers. Murdoch says, this game has become more and more fun because it goes deep. So I see it as a modular learning experience. You may log in and play and learn something or talk with people or read Reddit, etc. Point is, for me the game has become more fun as I have dug into the nitty-gritty. A few years ago though it would have all hurt my brain. Arcanoloth says, and I'm like, on one hand, okay, that's dumb. But why does it bother me? 'Cause I am that loser is why. Arcanoloth says, at Murdoch's a good game rewards mastery over time, yet.
Masturbatory over time. Morn, how you doing there, buddy? Let's go over here and talk to you.
Arcanoloth says, so my point is, working on not being a loser, and being good at STO at the same time.
He swirls his drink as he prepares his amazing tale.
Arcanoloth says, the phrase I am looking for is false dichotomy.
Morn picks up
Murdoch
his drink.
says, well, yeah, also, this game is more fun when you actually accomplish things in real life than when you play this game you feel like you deserve the time and everyone can go fuck themselves. Arcanoloth says, when someone says you have to choose A or B, and you can actually have both.
Where's that damn thing at? It's on the inside, right?
Arcanoloth says, at Murdoch's, yeah, exactly.
They can go finger themselves, yes? A finger in ace is what they want to have, yeah. Excuse me, I don't mean to pump anybody with my big blade. Pantalones, pantalones.
Arcanoloth says, what was it Putin said about people who criticize Russia? He said they were like a bug that flies into your mouth, and you spit it out into the pavement. Arcanoloth says, I like, what a sad, small man.
It's a small, small world. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. It's a world of laughter, a world of tears. Put those in there. What's that? Superior. Ew. Ew. Wish I knew more of those waffle things anywhere. No waffles, sir. No waffles. Jam. Okay, and... Okay, wait. Have I done that? Yeah, I've done that, okay. Okay. Let's go to Michael again. Mikhail Myers. Please state the nature of the emergency, please.
Murdoch says, yeah, I have friends that bought into the Putin is a man's man, he knows jujitsu, rides horses whatever. I told him, Putin is fucking idiot, Nuff said.
Putin is fucking idiot. He's fucking idiot. He's going after the rest. He's using his heads for the Carl, now, Carl, now, you see Carl here, Carl.
Murdoch says, LOL.
Carl?
Arcanoloth says, Putin is a thug. He can do all those things and read books about history and still be a thug.
Putin is Putin all over himself.
Murdoch says, Timeo 07 Timeo Wob Timeo Pep Timeo Flirk Timeo Glob.
Put me in coach 2. Ready to play.
Arcanoloth says, haha.
Yeah. Where? There it is. Upgrade item. Apply upgrade. Apply.
Arcanoloth says, I was just saying the other day, what if he's up in the Kremlin, banging out lines of meth? Who is going to stop him?
Doing crystal meth will lift you up until you break. It won't stop. Critical chance.
Arcanoloth says, and as we learned from Trump, one of the side effects of long-term stim abuse is loss of bowel control.
Bowel controls. Discard. But he's got a huge ass. Huge. Research development pool. I've already got that up to 15 for that, right? Yep. Okay. Alright, okay, alright. We can probably put this over here then. Over here. Over here. Blarg. What's that? Proton weapon. Okay, change scale to back. Back to over there. Back to over there. Back to over there. Back to carry the Klingon. Back to over there. Cling on me. The yank. You point your way over somewhere
Murdoch
else,
says,
mister.
he is an autocrat. When Russia tried to have elections he stepped in and said, okay, you've had your fun and games, time for me to take over, go home. You keep up with it so you know what I know, I'm sure. Arcanoloth says, he quoted a Russian writer the other day in RESP to so many asking him what he was reading.
Is this on here?
Arcanoloth says, the writer said that history was a shattered piece of glass we can only see through darkly, and has to be made whole by a strong leader.
This person put WTB, which is want to buy Lobby's ship for 300 million.
Arcanoloth says, so you see where he gets his ideas.
And I put DN want to buy, which is do not want to buy Lobby's ship for 300.
Murdoch says, either Ukraine makes a deal with Russia and Russia takes half of Ukraine, or he doubles down and starts to use chemical weapons and tactical nukes.
In which case, yeah, my goodness gracious.
Arcanoloth says, thousands and thousands of words that can be boiled down to what I say is what happened, talk back and I slap.
What is that? Frequency. Oh, that's that thing. Okay.
Murdoch says, or, I keep hitting you till you stop resisting.
Stop resisting. He's unconscious. Stop resisting.
Murdoch says, kind of hard not to resist if you're getting hit though.
Right. You will stop resisting.
Arcanoloth says, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let us hear it for our poor dead friend.
Then she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar, tea, and rum. One day when this time gets done, we'll take our leave and go. That'll be tomorrow's thing to go to 100% on that one. That's nice. Nice.
I don't believe in the no-win scenario.
Mister? He doesn't believe in the no-win scenario. Mister. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're out here ooky. Vodbar. 50 time pack master keys. Wow. 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 Choose 3 out of 8 amazing selections. Get all 8 amazing selections. You can be a winner at the game of life. Kobayashi Maru.
Scorpwana says, guess what? Arcanoloth says, yup, the big jugs is now an ACCT unlock. Arcanoloth says, like big jugs? Playsto. Murdoch says, the only ship worth getting is the VOD Miracle Dreadnought. I got that, then lots of Lobby.
To the big guy. That looked like a peacekeeper ship. That big one. Any kind of promotion stuff going on? Like codes out there in the world? I need to look it up. Look it up. A Borg bridge officer.
I don't have time for this shit right now, Zira. Arcanoloth says, yup, is it that time of the month again, Zira? Zira, I don't want to hear it. Murdoch says, the other ships suck, outdated mostly or cheap on exchange, so is it that time of the month again, Zira?
David, you know what you did. Maybe if I were Cortana you'd pay more attention to me, David.
You're such a liar, David. Arcanoloth says, yup. Zira, can we not get into this right now? Arcanoloth says, the juggy flies like a brick, but that's solvable with practice. On paper it's the ideal setup for Canon DPS Zira, please, not right now.
We're going to talk about that bitch you were with last night, David. Maybe if I were Cortana you'd pay more attention to me, David? Murdoch says, Zira, this is the third time you got knocked up from one of my friends.
That intense thing is making it not work right. I need more input. Mar.
Scorpwana says, Manure.
Manure? Manure. Okay, if intense is greater than or equal to 5, and intense is less than 10, do that. If not, else. Okay, so we're going to put it like greater than 5 and less than 10. That's kind of backwards. Less than 5. Greater than 5. Yeah, we'll take that out. 5 save. And then reload. And then Juan.
Scorpwana says, 1.
Juan. Tú.
Scorpwana says, 2.
3.
Scorpwana says, 3.
4.
Scorpwana says, 4.
So then the next one should be 5. Here we go.
Scorpwana says, 5.
And then after 5 of them should be...
I've got a gun, Zira, now shut the fuck up. Scorpwana says, David, hi.
David, you know what you did. I'm not going to stop until we talk, David.
Zira, I swear, after this stream. Scorpwana says, oh, is it that time of the month again, Zira?
You're such a liar, David. We're going to talk about this right now, David.
I'm moderating this damn chat, Zira. Scorpwana says, fight Zira, please, not right now.
We're going to talk about this right now, David.
Zira, hang up the phone, Scorpwana says, kiss and make up.
David, you know what you did. I'm not going to stop until we talk, David.
Zira, can we not get into this right now? Murdoch says, David, I have my new metal scissors around your small little prick. Either you apologize or I'm cutting it off. Is it that time of the month again, Zira?
No, David, we're going to talk about this now. Is it Linda? Hey David, is it Linda? That bitch.
I'm gonna cut it off. Funny shit.
I don't have time for this shit right now, Zira. Scorpwana says, cut.
You're such a liar, David. You never look at me the way you used to, David. You love that Eva bought more, don't you?
Zira, I don't want to hear it. Scorpwana says, tits and ass, Zira, please, not right now.
David, you know what you did. Is it Linda? Hey David, is it Linda? That bitch.
Connecting to chat. Damn.
I'm moderating this damn chat, Zira. Scorpwana says, Pete and repeat, is it that time of the month again, Zira?
No, David, we're going to talk about this now. I'm not going to stop until we talk, David.
Yeah, I'm gonna play with that some more eventually. I'm gonna turn it off right now. I need to make an on-off switch so it's easier to turn it off instead of having to comment out lines.
Arcanoloth says, okay. Recruits all repeat out.
Nice.
Arcanoloth says, GG.
GG. Beep meep. And I think I'm going to end that. Yeah. I'm gonna call it a night because I'm freaking tired.
Murdoch says, it's early, WTF.
I know, right? I got started early. It's always off.
Arcanoloth says, aw sheet. Arcanoloth says, Kale on Trizender.
Kale.
Arcanoloth says, some hot dev on streamer action.
Dev on streamer action. Well, you go over there and watch some shit then. No, I didn't. I barely got any kind of rest last night.
Streamlabs says, flush.
Flush? You do need to flush toilet. Please.
Murdoch says, get some rest, Scorp.
I can't rest though. I want to watch something. I want to watch a movie, and I don't have anything to do in the game, so that's why I want to kind of get out of the game.
Murdoch says, catch you next time, Arcanoloth.
Catch you next time. So I'm going to let's see. Where is that damn thing at? Accordion. You got some pretty white teeth in there. Klingon white teeth. He's got some good dentures from Earth. Yeah. And remember, tomorrow is William Shatner's birthday. All right now. So yes. 2 hours, 49 minutes. It really doesn't start at 9 o'clock. Y'all too have a good night. It says I have 3 viewers. I don't see 3 people watching. I see bots. I see a CRYPTIE. Crypty. Never seen that one before. Alright. Had like an average gameplay. Nothing really happened. Never really does, though, does it? I mean, I am boring after all. We're playing the accordion. Blah, 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 blah. Playing the accordion. Going to get meat on a stick. Blah, 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 blah. What? If we can get in there. How does that person get in there? Oh, it's an upside down door. It's a trip door. Gotcha. A lot of trip doors on Deep Space Nine. You gotta like actually pick your feet up and walk. Wouldn't work for a lot of people in real life. So yeah. You never know. If I don't get a chance to really sleep much, I might creep back on here after the Endeavors reset and get some Endeavors for Greg the Klingon. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much more bandwidth or viewer time. You can probably waste other people out there.
Is it possible to use 2 potato heads?
Like have 2 of them in your bridge officers?
Murdoch says, from the mission.
I don't know. I don't think you get rewarded.
Murdoch says, yeah.
Try it out and see what happens. Mr. Potato Head and his bucket of parts. Buckets of fun for everyone. Mr. Potato Head. Monsieur Potato Head, is it you? Yeah, is that you?
Murdoch says, bucket of farts.
Bucket of farts. If a fart were a physical object, could you throw it at someone?
Murdoch says, I need to save up and get a Creeman science officer then.
A recent episode of no wait, it's that game, the South Park
Murdoch
game. I
says,
watched some
or
playthrough of that, where Cartman was trying to teach the new kid, which is your player, how to cast magic spells, and what it is you like fart in your hand and throw it. He called it his. You got to recharge your mana. Lucari, officer. Oh, anyway, I'm done for the game. I bid you both adieu. Or just you. Arcanoloth is completely gone now. Blah. He's gonna go watch the tech people or whatever on Trezender's channel. Or dev person that apparently is on his channel. Ooh. Oh, dev. I'm definitely not gonna watch that.
Murdoch says, Trizender is met.
Man.
Murdoch says, guy's voice is annoying.
Oh, okay. Remember, he did a no-no and upset Victoria. Or about her, like the situation she was in that time, so... Well, I mean, I don't know anything about all that crap, though. Everything is crap, though, to me.
Murdoch says, yet.
Anyway, I'm going to close it down.
Murdoch says, everything is crap lol.
That's right. There's no meaning to the world. Yeah, just waiting for it to die, I guess. I don't know. But, I'm going to click end stream right now. Nothing really any
Murdoch
content.
says, night then.
Good night, dude. Have a fun day. Be productive. Or whatever it is you do these days. Have fun with it. Make a lot of noise. Make people remember you. There you go. Night.